There's a vast sea out there of roguelike procedurally generated indie games, and the new game Black Sea Odyssey is just the newest to enter the ocean. But should you be harpooning this one immediately for your console, or is this one bounty that's not worth taking on? Black Sea Odyssey is a space-based bounty roguelike game. You're basically controlling a spaceship and acting like a space-age Captain Ahab, harpooning giant monsters and trying to claim that sweet, sweet bounty. You have one playable character to start with, though you have a few others you'll be able to unlock, and other weapons and ships and such that you'll gain as you progress through the game. It's one of those games that when you die, you'll lose all your progress and have to start over from the beginning. It has a pretty decent difficulty curve, at least as far as learning how the basics work. You can jump right in and start firing away at the monsters, but you won't do a whole lot of damage. Instead, what makes the game kind of cool is the Harpoon System. Here you're able to launch your harpoon into enemies and pull off their limbs. This is how you really end up damaging them, and it's actually really cool looking. I just wish it had more effect on the battles themselves. Monsters are barely affected, it seems like, by having all of their arms slowly ripped off of them. It'll take a bit, but getting down the timing and the targeting of mixing in your normal fire and then launching the harpoon at the right moment to grab that limb can be quite satisfying when you end up pulling it off. It can also be quite frustrating when you miss 9 times prior. The bosses also tend to be quite bullet sponges. Even if you are harpooning the limbs off, it'll take a while in order to drain most of their health, and honestly, after just an hour or so, I was starting to become bored with the fighting. You'll earn money, of course, for completing the bounties, and you'll be able to buy upgrades that will definitely help, but still don't overall alleviate the kind of bullet sponge or not so fun fights that the game ends up providing, even as you make it farther in with better weaponry. When you first get dropped into a bounty, you don't fight the monster right away. Instead, you can kind of go around and explore a bit, fight some other enemies, and earn some extra money before then taking on the monster. There's a radar system to kind of let you know the last location of wherever that boss monster is, and I highly recommend earning those extra points and money from the other monsters before taking on bosses, especially early on in the game, so you have that extra money to have a better ship pretty early. There isn't a ton of extras in Black Sea Odyssey other than the main kind of gameplay cycle. There's no multiplayer or online or anything like that. From the technical side of things though, I'm happy to report no major bugs or crashes. Black Sea Odyssey is available now on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC for $9.99, and it does feature a Platinum Trophy on the PS4. Overall, Black Sea Odyssey is another solid roguelike game that's just in a large sea of so many other roguelikes it's hard for it to truly stand out. While I like the kind of look to everything and the use of colors is nice, I do wish there was more variety to the overall kind of level designs that you're dealing with. The game does have pretty solid control, and the whole harpoon mechanic is very fun once you get it down. However, with everything said, I'm going to be giving Black Sea Odyssey on the PS4 a 6 out of 10. But anyway guys, I'm going to wrap up this review. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoy.